Hey girl, what's up? My name is Nancy F. I don't know why my voice is going out, but I need you to come back. Let's try that again. Hey Rose, my name is Nancy F. and I have a quick little girl talk that I want to do with you, girlie, because I want you to recognize when a company is trying to scam you. I want you to know what to look out for, questions to ask, and just to be mindful, because as an influencer and a creative, I did not know how annoying it is to have companies reach out to you. You get super excited and it ends up being like a flop. So let's get right into it. The first thing I want to say is to not be discouraged when you are starting off on your influencer journey, because there's so many things that I did not know that I'm learning as I go, because of course no one tells you everything. There's this thing in life where you have to do it yourself to really know what is in it, and that is the creative space. So first and foremost, I want to talk about how this company reached out to me and pretended that they were from Boohoo, and I will never forget, I was at work and I just remember, telling myself, I need to quit this job. I need to quit this job. I need to quit this job. And so I got an email from my Gmail account, and the person name, fake name, was Tay Diggs. Yeah, I think that's the person's name. And so when they reached out to me, they were like, hey Nancy, we were looking at your page. We're looking for a model. We love your page and we would like to work with you. So the company act like they were from Boohoo. They wanted to work with me. Now I want you to just picture yourself at a job and you're like, I want to quit. I need to quit this job because we need to elevate. We need to do something else. There's so much more for us. And you get an email, and the email it's like at the right time. Wicked at the right time the email came. And so I'm like, I cannot wait to get off so I can really read the messages. Even I was trying to read the message while I was on shift, but I'm like, I cannot wait to get off the clock so I can really read this message and see what this is about, because I'm trying to leave. So I, get off the shift and I had to run some errands after work. I'm sitting in the car and I'm reading the email and I'm getting super duper excited. I'm like, oh my goodness, yes, this is amazing. Second thing, the email was well thought of. These people are ridiculous. They wrote, if you were not paying attention, you would really think that this was really from Boohoo, right? And one of the red flags, I'll talk about the red flags later. Let me finish with the story because this is really good. After reading the email, I responded. I'm like, I'm super excited. This is a big brand. And I'm just like really excited because in my mind, I'm thinking this is Boohoo. Third thing, we start communicating. They tell me you have to download an app, a specific app, because we're gonna send over a contract and we want you to read it and things like that, because we want you to know what you're getting yourself into. I'm like, okay, clutch, what's good? Let's go. What's up? I download the app and I go ahead and I do what they tell me to do. So we're communicating back and forth. Girl, telling me how much they're gonna pay me. They're telling me what to expect. We want to fly you out. Here's the first red flag, and this is where the tips come, and I want you to look out for this. Let me make this a long story short. The guy kept asking me, like, in a sense, rushing me to sign the contract. Now, here's one thing about Nancy F. I'm the type of girl, when I get something, I read it over and over and over again. You're not going to force me or rush me into signing something. So I get someone that I know is really intellectual in that area, and I'm like, okay, hey, can you read this? And maybe there's something that I miss reading this that you can point out, because I didn't go to college for no reason. Once you sign that contract, that's like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So it's very important to not just be excited, like, oh my God, yes, yay. No, really know what you're getting yourself into. The person was like, Nancy, ask them this. Go see if this person is on LinkedIn. Go see if there's something that you can trace with the name. I said, okay. I get online and I trace the person that they use for the management, and the person actually have a LinkedIn. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'm asking every question possible, Rose. I'm asking every question. I'm like, okay, where is this thing going to be? Where's the location? And what do I expect? I never signed that contract. First red flag: when a company reaches out to you and they say we're from Boohoo or we're this and that, trace the email. Why would Boohoo write me from a Gmail account? That was the first red flag. So when a company reaches out to you and, hey, we want to collab, this and that and the third, look at the email. Usually when it's legit, it's PR or .com. It's not going to be Gmail. So that's number one. Really analyze the entire email. Just analyze it, quadruple, like read the email over and over again, okay? Look for any fine lines that look weird. Third red flag: the person, because I didn't just speak to a Tay Diggs or Tay something. I spoke to another individual, and what's funny is they're so smart. They had the Boohoo logo on the app. Ooh, they had the Boohoo logo on the app to make it seem like it was actually from Boohoo. Real smart. I'm like, you know what? I need some time to think about this. If you know me in real life, I rarely say yes immediately. I'm always gonna say, even if I know deep down inside I'm gonna say yes, I'm going to think about it. Or I'll be like, God, what do you think about this? The person was rushing me, Rose. Hurry up, we have other models who are, wanting to be in this position. I'm like, red flag number 3, why are you rushing me? You told me that I could take all the time that I need, right? Why are you rushing me? Here's the final straw, Rose. I went to Boohoo and I wrote Boohoo themselves. I said, hey, I'm gonna see if I could insert the message thread, and Boohoo actually responded. And I said, hey, my name is da-da-da-da-da, and I received an email from a person inquiring to, collaborate with me, needing a model and things of that nature. I just want to make sure that this is actually from your company. Do you know a person by the name of this? And I gave the email and everything. They wrote me back. They're like, hello, Nancy, this and that and the third. Please disregard. This is not from us. Please disregard. This is not from us. Please disregard. This is not from us. You scammers are getting so smart. They were trying to fly me out. And I'm like, no, I'm baffled. I wrote the person back. I said, look, I'm not going to go ahead and sign this. I reached out to the original company and I found out you guys were fraud. Go play with someone else because you got the wrong person. As an influencer, someone who is using social media as a tool to utilize the gifts that God gave you, just be very careful when you are, because there's so many money hungry clout chasers and scammers. They're trying to rip you off, and who knows, probably was human trafficking. I don't know. Double check. I have gotten an email from a brand before, and that would have been my first brand trip. Unfortunately, it did not work out because things just did not align with the timing. And that email was completely different from this person. The Gmail should have just been the first thing. I don't want you to think, oh, this is too good to be true, because when we have that mentality of something being too good to be true, it's almost like we always expect the worst. No, you can get an opportunity tomorrow and it can change your life. Boohoo did tell me the actual company, whoever works for social media management or whatever, they said, we reach out to agents that have models. They're under a certain management. That's how their agent lets them know, hey, this person needs a model. Boohoo will not go through your email. I said your email, your social media account, and say we want to work with you. Not saying it cannot happen at all, but that's very rare, right? I wanted to make sure I still look good. I hope that this video helped you. Please share it with your homegirls that's wanting to utilize social media as a tool to grow their platform and utilize the gifts that God gave them, and just, walk in their purpose. Be very careful and do not be discouraged. Things like this can really discourage you if you let it. It can make you feel like you're working in vain, and it can also make you feel like you're wasting your time. But don't let that discourage you, that this is a part of the journey. And it's just like with anything in life, you keep going and something has to give. Be encouraged. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've experienced any scamming anything similar, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.